So, good afternoon. Finally, I get back to having a play with my pots again. So I've just put another 3 coils on this guy, and just wanted to show you what I do when I join the coils. So I've attached the 3 of them all at the same time pretty much, and then I just go around and just work it down with my thumbnail actually. Push it down, and then I do exactly the same on the inside. So it's joined on to the previous layer and it's still nice and damp, surprisingly. Looks good. And the other guy is still sitting under there. We'll get to him in a minute. I'm just about to do the unveiling. See if we've got any lovely cracks. So see you in a tick. So there we go. Just taken off copious layers of plastic. Probably about 6. And I've had that damp towel sitting over the top of this one. And it feels quite damp actually. You can still, you see that? I can still smooth that surface. That's how damp it still is, and it's been under the towels probably for, would that be a week, I think? Since I destroyed that lovely neck, didn't I? I'm just going to trim that back down. It's got a nice wobble to it. And smooth the guy up and trim, I'll trim that curve there, so I'm trying to get that to go in rather than that scoopy bit there. I want to remove that and smooth that bit there, try and get a nice, and I want to remove some of that as well. So we'll see how we go. See you in a bit. Okay, so there's this guy with, I've smoothed down those 3 coils. And I've actually pulled it a little bit, so I've given it a little bit more height as well. I'm going to leave that edge and I'm going to trim that off later on today when the pot's dried down a bit, because I know if I try and cut that off now it's just going to make an absolute mess. A bit too soft at the moment, so I'm leaving that one alone. It's looking interesting. I actually wedged in some fire clay because I didn't have any grog. And I wanted some tooth in the clay. This is all my recycled stuff, so it's a whole bunch of, it's probably got some terracotta in it. It's got my usual stoneware, and that's where the colour is coming from. And so I'm just about to smooth this one right back, and I've trimmed off a massive chunk from there, as you can see, all the trimmings that have come off. So that I'm fairly happy with that, as it is just a test piece really. And it's just an exercise in trying to get close to the drawings that I did at the beginning. Over here. I mean, they're nothing like them, but just an exercise in finding those curves and actually meeting the curve rather than the pot that I've put together. Alright, so I've just mixed up some porcelain. I had a little bit of clay left in my fridge, so I just mixed that up and I'm just brushing that on as a slip, just to add a little bit of movement, I hope, to the glaze. This is going to have my ash glaze on it, and sometimes it moves and Sometimes it goes crazy and sometimes it just sits. It's obviously a temperature thing. I made it as a cone 7 glaze. And I'm just wondering if over time, as it's sitting in the bucket, if there's some sort of solubility thing happening. Or maybe last time I applied the glaze too thickly. Any of those things can be possible, because sometimes it's quite dry and other times it just runs like absolutely crazy. So I just need to pay more attention to application and control what I can with it, really. So I want to do this more slip at the top to enhance that movement there. And I can do that with glaze as well, but I just wanted to try it with the slip. So just kind of brushing pretty randomly. Let's see how that goes. Looks good to me. Happy with that. Obviously from a I like that or not. This is a trusty roller that I made. It's on a bit of PVC piping and it's a mesh from a fly screen mesh, so it's a door mesh. I can either leave it there or I can go down to there. I might leave it. I don't want to overdo it. No, I'll leave it like that actually. So I've still got some thickness with come over here. There you go. So you can see where there's some thick applications of this slip, and it should be quite nice. And I've just textured up that top section, a little bit of rib marking. I might just put some white slip on it so I can, so it fits in with everything else. So do we think that needs handles? Wondering about. I mean, they could do that. They could go fairly small. There, I think. Just so you can see that I couldn't leave it alone. It's got a little bit of some stamping. Made some marks up there. Hey, back. Check this out. Woohoo! So what I've done is I've added on a little bit on the inside of the lid to act like a cork, because I was just thinking, my goodness, this pot, the lid's going to get knocked off, so I thought if I put like a cork on the inside, it should secure it a little bit more on the inside. It's going not bad, you know, considering where it started. Alright.